Recap Week 11 of NFL Sunday Football. We began the day early in Madrid with the Dolphins taking down the Commanders in an overtime thriller. Mike McDaniel almost sold us the game for not kicking the field goal and instead decided to go for a touchdown. But thankfully the defense clutched up in overtime. Jack Jones picked off Marcus Mariota, setting it up for a game-winning field goal. The Bills are back in the win column after getting BTA'd by the Dolphins last week. Josh Allen was such a stat pattern in this one, scoring 6 total touchdowns against the Buccaneers. He just wants to be known as an MVP candidate again. The Bears got their revenge and took down their rivals in the Vikings. JJ McCarthy was close to pulling off another fourth quarter comeback against the Bears, but Cairo Santos saved the day with a 48-yard game-winning field goal. The Packers beat the Giants in a close one during Jameis Winston's season debut. Christian Watson led the way in this one, scoring a pair of touchdowns, including a touchdown in the fourth quarter to give the Packers the lead and the win. The Panthers went into Atlanta and beat the Falcons in overtime. Bryce Young had the game of his career, breaking a franchise record of throwing for 448 yards and 3 touchdowns. Ted McMillan also had himself a day, going for 130 yards and scoring a pair of touchdowns. Ryan Fitzgerald then capped it off with an easy chip shot in overtime to give the Panthers the win. Steelers got their revenge against their rivals, BTAing the Bengals. Aaron Rodgers got injured during the game, so Mason Rudolph had to come in to finish it off. But the Steelers defense won this game today, scoring 2 touchdowns on the day. The defense must have had extra motivation after Jamar Chase spit on Jalen Ramsey. The Jags BTA'd the Chargers 35-6. Jags dominated in the run game, running for 192 total yards and scoring 4 touchdowns on the ground. And I wonder when the Chargers will finally realize that Justin Herbert is not a good quarterback. The Texans were barely able to escape the 1-win Titans. Titans actually took the lead with 95 seconds remaining when Cam Ward connected with Van Jefferson for a touchdown, but Matt Wright was the savior of the day, kicking the game-winning 35-yard field goal. The Rams beat the Seahawks in a close division battle. Sam Darnold must have been seeing ghosts today because he threw 4 interceptions on the day, but the game came down to a Jason Myers 61-yard field goal in which he went wide right. 49ers dropped 41 points on the Cardinals. Brock Purdy cooked in his return, throwing for 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. And Jacoby Brissett broke an NFL record, completing 47 passes on 57 attempts. Thought this stat line was photoshopped when I first saw this. Ravens beat the Browns in a close division battle. The Ravens won the game off a fake tush push with Mark Andrews, who ran for a 35-yard touchdown. We also got Shedeur Sanders' NFL debut, and it didn't go well. I feel bad for Myles Garrett, though. He had 4 sacks on the day in the loss. Broncos beat the Chiefs in a nail-biter. It was a back-and-forth game all day long, but the Broncos, of course, once again turned it up in the fourth quarter, and they pulled out on top with a 35-yard game-winning field goal by Will Lutz. On Sunday Night Football, we got the Eagles beating the Lions in a defensive battle. After